Hello, beautiful people. How are you? Happy Saturday. I hope you're doing well. I am going to do a little bit of a reading, but I'm going to do from Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. This book, if you have not read it, I highly recommend. There is a free audio on YouTube. Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. The classic cover is like a red and a white cover if you wanted to look it up. I'll just show you the cover if you wanted to order the version that I highly recommend. This is like one of those uh deluxe editions, but it's not the OG. Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. All right, this is what it looks like. That is the classic cover. Okay. Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. It's like 12 bucks, I think, on Amazon, or you could probably find it used or just rent it in your own library. Check it out in your own library. This is everything that has to do with self-image and self-concept. All the people that teach on self-image and self-concept, this is the crux. This is the man who really popularized it. All right. So I just want to read from the beginning. This is like the introduction or chapter 1. It says, this is the section, The Key to a Better Life. All right. The most important psychological discovery of this century is the discovery of the self-image. Whether we realize it or not, each of us carries about with us a mental blueprint or picture. So really listen to that and think about yourself as I read this. Whether we realize it or not, whether you realize it or not, each of us you carry within a mental picture or a blueprint of yourself. It may be vague and ill-defined to your conscious gaze. In fact, it may not be consciously recognizable at all, but it is there, complete down to the last detail. So each of us carries around within us a mental picture of ourselves, a blueprint, whether we realize it or not, down to every last detail. This self-image is our own conception of the sort of person that we are. It has been built up from our own beliefs about ourselves. But most of these beliefs about ourselves have unconsciously been formed from our past experiences, our successes and failures, our humiliations, our triumphs, and the way other people have reacted to us, especially in early childhood. From all these, we mentally construct a self or a picture of a self. Once an idea or belief about ourselves goes into this picture, it becomes true as far as we are concerned, as far as we are personally concerned. We do not question its validity, but proceed to act upon it just as if it were true. How do you see yourself? How do you think about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Once an idea or belief about ourselves goes into this picture in our mind, it becomes true to us as far as we are personally concerned. We do not question its validity. We don't question whether it's true or not, but we proceed to act upon it as if it were true. Think about if you were bullied, if you were made fun of, if you were insecure about something and your family made fun of you even out of love. What do you believe about yourself to be true? And how does it make you feel? And why do you believe that about yourself? Is it positive? Or does it make you feel awful? Because whatever you believe about yourself will be true for you. And most importantly, you will proceed to act from it as if it were true, and you won't even question it. That's 99% of people's problems, all of our problems. People who get this work on it, and it's like a lifelong process to constantly upgrade how we see ourselves, grow into the newer version of ourselves. This self-image becomes a golden key to living a better life because of two important discoveries. Number one, all of your actions, feelings, behavior, even your abilities are always consistent with this self-image. Do you pick up what he's putting down? All of your actions, all of everything you do, all of your behaviors, how you walk, talk, dress, act, all of your actions, all of your feelings, all of your behavior, even your abilities, what you're capable of doing, are always consistent with this self-image. In short, you will act like the sort of person you conceive yourself to be. You will act like the sort of person you conceive yourself to be. If there's something you want to do, you must first think about yourself and start believing yourself to be that, even if you're not there. If you want to start exercising daily, think of yourself as somebody who exercises daily, even if you're not exercising daily yet. Act like you are somebody who exercises daily. Think of yourself as an athletic, healthy person who stays active. I'm active every day. Just start believing that about yourself. That will be the new self-image. Then you will start acting, feeling, behaving in that way. We cannot do anything. Our bodies will not do anything unless our mind tells it to. And if we are feeding our mind that we are not, I can never get to the gym, I'm lazy, I'm this, that's exactly what our body will play out. So it's like we're fighting against ourselves. Somebody actually wrote a comment. I'll have to get back to it. I think it was on TikTok. Someone said, why is it so hard to meditate? It's like my mind and my body are at war. And I think I responded. I'm going to do like a video response, but I wrote, yeah, because that's exactly what's happening. Like your conscious thinking mind and your subconscious feeling emotional mind, which is your body, is at war because it's incongruent. You're thinking one thing, you're feeling another, and then you get chaotic results. And then it feels really poopy. You will act like the sort of person you conceive yourself to be. Not only this, but you literally cannot act otherwise. It's impossible to act and get results in life if you don't first see yourself or believe that you're possible or capable of doing it. Not only will you not be able to act like it, you literally can't act any other way in spite of your conscious efforts or willpower. The man who conceives himself to be a failure type person will find some way to fail in spite of all good intentions or his willpower, even if opportunity is literally dumped in his lap. The person who conceives himself of being a victim of injustice, once one who was meant to suffer, will invariably find circumstances to verify his opinions. I see this so many times with PayPal. They have a self-image that people dismiss them, don't like them, don't value them. They have this self-image and they blame it on other people. They have this self-image that people dismiss them, disrespect them, disregard them, think that they're whatever. Well, guess what they continue to get in their life? People who act like that. And it doesn't make it okay, but just like Elsie Lincoln Benedict says, when you are expecting something from someone or looking for it, you'll find the evidence. I've seen people even do this with me. Like I have a great reputation. I do. And if anybody doesn't believe that, it's their problem. I have a good reputation. I respond to people. I pay attention. And if there is something like, and I'm human, I can make mistakes and I apologize and I take full responsibility. But if somebody thinks that I think some way about them, that is their story that they're weaving in their head, and my heart goes out to them. I will not listen to someone's narrative about what they think I think of them. They can think it all day long. But I will not tolerate somebody having a narrative about me, about what I think of them. Honey, that's what you think of yourself. Or mister, that is your own issue. But it's like, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy of these people and they just suffer. And there's nothing you can do to help them. Just like Napoleon Hill says, if you do not change your mental attitude about your own self-image, and Maxwell Maltz talks about it, they're hopeless. It's sad. I mean, I would never say it to somebody, but like, we really have to take that inventory of ourselves. Like, what are we expecting of people? How do we think people think of us? If it's negative, why would you think that? Because that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get reflected. We only get reflected back the treatment of how we feel about ourselves. If you respect yourself and people treat you with respect and kindness, that is what you will get. But if you walk around thinking you get walked all over and disrespected, you're going to get walked all over and disrespected, or you will perceive other people's behavior as that. And there's nothing anybody can do to talk you out of it. No apology will be accepted. That is the saddest thing in the world. I've been through that myself, thinking like when I was younger, like, you know what? Honestly, it wasn't in that particular area. It wasn't that bad, but it's a pattern that's very common with a lot of people. Of course, there was areas that I had it, but like, phew, it's a rough one. It's a rough one. It's about self-image. That is what you will see. Lord have mercy. So the person who conceives themselves to be a failure type person will find some way to fail in spite of all good intentions. Or his willpower, even if opportunity is literally dumped in his lap. The person who conceives himself to be a victim of injustice, one who was meant to suffer, will invariably find circumstances to verify his opinions. Exactly. The person who conceives himself as to be treated unjust or unfairly will invariably find circumstances to match those and verify the thoughts. It's like the reticular activating system. The self-image is a premise, a base or a foundation upon which your entire personality, your behavior, and even your circumstances are built. Because of this, our experiences seem to verify and thereby strengthen our self-images, and a vicious or a beneficent cycle, as the case may be, is set up. Wow. So the self-image is a premise, a base, or a foundation upon which your entire personality, your behavior, and even your circumstances are built. Because of this, our experiences seem to verify and thereby strengthen our self-images, and a vicious or beneficial cycle, as the case may be, is set up. Wow. Yeah, that's the truth. So just we all have to really think about what results are we getting in life? How do we feel? What are our experiences in life? It's a direct reflection of how we see ourselves. And yes, it's easy to point fingers at other people, but at the end of the day, the work is always with us. Our experience of this outside world, including how we experience other people treating us, is a reflection of how we see ourselves. So if there's, and this is the beautiful part, it can be hard at first to accept that, and you might not, fair enough. But if you want to change something, change the way you see yourself, and it will be reflected outside. Truly change the way you believe about yourself. Don't ever think that you're less than. Don't ever think that you are unworthy or you are treated unfairly, even if you are have boundaries, right? Be normal, cut off people if you need. If you're truly being disrespected and abused, of course. But I'm not really talking about those situations. I'm talking about in your mind when you discourse with people. There was clients that I work with, like, emails. There was huge with emails going back and forth, like just reading into their bosses and coworkers' emails. And it's like, they were just reading way too far into it and getting really worked up. And I could see what they mean. But at the end of the day, I'm like, why would you think that that's what they said? Even if that's what they did mean, why would you engage in this? You know? So, and I catch myself going there, but I've done this work long enough, thank God. And it's not easy to take that fearless moral inventory and personal responsibility for our experience of life. So anyways, I hope you liked that quick read. I just got back from a run and we are just trucking along. So we will continue tomorrow. If you want any more information, you can check the description box below this video. If you're on Facebook, hop on over to YouTube. And we're building a beautiful community. So thank you so much for all of your support, your daily accountability. Like I said, I am posting, usually I'm going live, but there are videos that I will record and then just post to have my daily video, my video of the day for the 365 days. So more to come. Very excited. I look forward to continuing this journey with you all, and I hope you have a beautiful Saturday night, and I will see you tomorrow.